This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Harley Race.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
This is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans from around the corner and around the world, welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Marotti here at MWF Studios just north of Boston in Melrose, Massachusetts, still flying solo as John Cena Sr. is on assignment for most of the summer. In this edition, let's check out the July 9th, 2015 edition of WWE SmackDown from Milwaukee, Wisconsin on the Sci-Fi Network. Fans, you truly are our tag team partners in keeping the Millennium Wrestling Federation and Boston Wrestling alive, continuing to bring you a wide variety of great free content online and our action-packed live events featuring the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. You can make a welcome donation to us direct via PayPal using the email address bw@bostonwrestling.com or help us by engaging with some of our partners. In the month of July, WWE Network presents two huge live events, both featuring Brock Lesnar in the Squared Circle. Beast in the East, July 4th in Tokyo, Japan, as well as the Battleground pay-per-view Sunday night, July the 19th from St. Louis, Missouri, as Lesnar takes on the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins, the first time Lesnar will have had a chance to get his hands on Rollins since WrestleMania. If you haven't subscribed to the best value in professional wrestling media as of yet, click on the link below and watch it on any online platform. You can also help us by doing your shopping on Amazon.com and WWEshop.com using our links below. No matter what you buy, even non-wrestling items on Amazon, we get a small kickback for leading you their way, and it does not increase your purchase 1 single cent. It's a great way to help us out while doing your regular shopping. We have a great online campaign headed your way this summer as we begin our 14th anniversary celebration. We'd also be happy if you joined us by subscribing for free to our YouTube channel. We're starting to close in on 800 free videos for your viewing pleasure, and if you enjoy what you see, please share it with your friends, and more than anything, click the like button on YouTube so it'll showcase more of our giant library to more and more of your fellow professional wrestling fans. In a day and age when indie and underground are cool, let's make this as big as it can possibly get, fans. We got a lot of great content for fans anywhere in the world to enjoy on YouTube, as well as the BostonWrestling.com super site. SmackDown opened up with a Seth Rollins promo coming off the awesome Brock Lesnar angle on Raw Monday night when Lesnar destroyed J&J security and then their caddy. He was interrupted by a tow truck beeping that was dragging out the mashed Cadillac, followed by Paul Heyman coming out to the entrance and said Lesnar will have his foot on Rollins with the championship belt in his hands July the 19th on Battleground. Dean Ambrose beat Bo Dallas in a solid two-segment match. This was a great opportunity for Dallas. Even though he lost, he got himself over by looking like a legitimate challenge to Ambrose instead of being a 2 or 3 minute squash match. Very impressed with that. Rusev returned to action for the first time in 3 months, accompanied by Summer Rae, defeating Fandango. I don't think Summer's dress could have been any tighter if they painted it on her. That's a different story for a different time. This match should have been short, a decisive win for the returning Rusev, and that's exactly what it was, with Fandango tapping out to the accolade. Fandango still needs a fresh coat of paint. He's a great talent, but with that roster being so thin, he's still on the road to no man's land. Next up was Roman Reigns against The Big Show. Feels like it was about the 25th time these two have worked on TV in 2015 alone, but even though they've worked together a ton, they have a great dynamic, great chemistry. Show came out looking like he had a wetsuit on or something, like he was fresh out of a visit to the Dolphins at SeaWorld. Reigns had the advantage. He was ready to hit the Superman punch on The Big Show, and the lights went out. Bray Wyatt made his way to the entrance. Reigns was waiting to see if this was going to be the real Bray Wyatt or if it was going to be an imposter after what happened on Monday Night Raw. Wyatt snuck up from behind, but Reigns was almost waiting this time. He caught Wyatt with the Superman punch, then continued to go to work on The Big Show. A little bit later, Reigns was ready to charge Big Show once again, but Wyatt tripped him from outside the ring and crotched him into the post. Roman Reigns wins here via disqualification. After the matchup, Big Show hit a big-time chokeslam on Reigns, then Wyatt left him laying with the Sister Abigail. Not the freshest match WWE has, but really solid with a good angle building up to the Bray Wyatt-Roman Reigns match at Battleground, July the 19th in St. Louis. Titus O'Neil defeated Big E. The ref threw New Day out of ringside due to their interference, and O'Neil hit the Clash of the Titus for the win. Singles match with a purpose here as the two tag teams also collide for tag team gold at Battleground. Randy Orton returned to SmackDown this week, discussing his run-in with Sheamus on Raw. He plans to make Sheamus entertaining. Please, no comedy. The Ascension came out, and they said Orton was interrupting their match time. Opportunity for these two to share some TV time with one of the elite in WWE. The Ascension ordered Orton out of the ring, but they were going to introduce him to the wasteland. Orton thought about it, RKO'd one of the Ascension members, then gave the other one the DDT from the middle rope. The crowd was hot for Randy Orton. I can't tell Victor from Connor, and I don't think the announcers could either. Brie Bella and Alicia Fox took on Tamina and Naomi. The match sucked when Brie was in. Her offense sucks. Her selling sucks. Not a bad-looking girl, and like I said, she might be a very nice human being, but when it comes to in-ring work, ugh. Brie was so bad, she made Alicia Fox look like she belonged in Dream Slam in the mid-90s. You'd have to ask the Jackal about that. She went over on Tamina with an axe kick. Impressive maneuver there from Alicia. They just got to end the Bella BS. Brie's out there screaming Brie mode. Nobody cares. Nobody reacted. So on SmackDown, it would be easy to sweeten the sound in post-production. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins took on the WWE Intercontinental Champion Ryback in a champion versus champion match. They just did this match on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. It was good to see Ryback in a main event segment. Ryback isn't over to the level he was in 2012 when he was piping hot, but the fans are behind him again. They want him to stay hot. Feed me more this summer with Ryback into the fall, into WrestleMania season. Rollins was without J&J security after the beating they took from Lesnar on Raw, and that made this a more interesting match without any guaranteed outside interference. Ryback went to shell-shock Rollins on the announcer's table, but Rollins was able to slither out of it and bolted for higher grounds. Ryback defeats Seth Rollins via countout. Rollins stood at the entranceway, and then Big Show's music hit. They hit the ring and double-teamed Ryback. Roman Reigns' music hit to even things up. Everybody was looking up the stairs, but Reigns made his way down the entranceway. He speared Big Show. Rollins went to pedigree Reigns. He reversed out of it, pushed him into Ryback for the shell shock. Really good finish with some different guys ending the show, this time with Ryback sharing the spotlight with Roman Reigns. Very good use of Rollins on SmackDown, who was without his dance partner, Brock Lesnar, until Battleground. Overall, a very solid SmackDown. Some really good stuff here on the quote-unquote B show. The matches here were used to build up Battleground, which is the way it's supposed to be. Ryback gets elevated in the main event slot against Rollins, with the finish continuing his issue with Big Show, who he faces in a triple threat match at the pay-per-view. Rusev returns and gets a quick win to keep him strong. Same for Dean Ambrose, although he was in a longer, more competitive match against Bo Dallas. This is a guy that needs to keep winning. Paul Heyman was very effective here, interacting with Seth Rollins after the great angle on Raw Monday. Only drawback to the show is that the promo being placed at the beginning of the show is just repetitive and guaranteed, and it gives you a reason not to tune in at 8 o'clock on the nose on Sci-Fi. And then again, you have the lousy Divas action. I understand you need to promote Total Divas, but the fans don't want to see it. I mean, I don't know what more I can say on that, but I do know that I'd love to know your thoughts on SmackDown this week. Feel free to share them in the comments section below. We have tons of free video content added to the Boston Wrestling YouTube channel this week for your enjoyment. Running out of time here. Until we speak again, you and yours be well.